a lot of capped brood in the like top middle area. And I see some pollen.
No, this is capped brood.
Oh, okay.
And
So that's honey?
So that's like they go through egg and then larva, and then they cover it up almost like a cocoon. They have that idea, and then they'll finish the metamorphosis in there.
I don't see any eggs over here, but I see a lot of capped brood and a lot of
You can see eggs on the
nectar.
bottom. There's eggs on the bottom on this side.
Okay, yeah, so there's little white, tiny rice-looking things on the bottom over here. You don't see the queen?
I don't see it on this side. So I'm actually going to remove this entire piece.
Yeah.
We're just going to pull that off. And then we're going to do the same thing with that one, because that's what really started it off. They didn't have the proper bee space, and so they...
There's a bee like all the way in a comb, just kind of digging.
They're probably depositing nectar.
Got his butt sticking out.
Or they're taking care of the bees and putting royal jelly.
Oh, yeah, I actually see some very, very tiny eggs in here
Yep,
at the bottom.
those are nurse bees then that are taking care of the eggs. Yeah. Just try to get as many onto the main part of the comb as you can, and then we're going to cut it off and we'll just leave it on top, and those bees will get back into the hive. So ones like these that I cut off, I will actually just put in the hive, and they will forage from it. Sorry guys. And then that one we'll leave in there, and they'll pull all that nectar out of there and put it somewhere else in the hive.
Oh yeah. So we just leave it in the hive side, or?
Yeah, we'll kind of put it, you know how you have like the couple bars at the back before the feeder? We'll just put it right there actually, because they're used to going to that spot for food.
And then, so they'll actually eat the honey from it?
They'll remove it from there and put it somewhere else in the hive.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it was honey, I'd say you could harvest it, but it's nectar,
Oh, right.
so let them keep it.
Yeah. Just gonna annoy them a little bit. They don't like these bristles.
It's sort of like, I kind of imagine it like being in a crowd, you know, someone nudges you and you just shift over to one side.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it's like.
And then if I crush some of that comb,
It's okay,
are they
they'll
gonna fix it?
Yeah, they'll fix it. Like you see all the bees are going right to that edge. They're all fixing it.
Wow.
So like they go, so when you do like a shave on a comb, if you ever have to shave it off because there's honey, you'll see immediately bees around the outside edge of it, and they just work their way back in, fixing it. All right, so that's pretty good. This is the top one. We're gonna remove this piece out here though.
So this is bar 7.
Do me a favor, check on that side for the queen.
Yeah, like I'm gonna spot the queen.
You could spot the queen.
Okay.
Is she Italian?
These are Italian.
Okay. Good looking Italian.
Okay, so there's a really long bee, but are there gonna be other ones like clamored around her?
Sometimes other bees like make way for her. Is a good way to phrase it. She's gonna have an extremely long abdomen. In this case, it'll be bright blonde or like a bright golden color. She's an Italian. She tends to have shiny shoulders, although some of the newer ones will have fuzzy shoulders still. Her wings are shorter, but really it's the abdomen is like the length of a regular bee. It's quite large. I don't see her.
And the butt, is it rounder or is it the same, similar
It's
point?
longer, it comes to a point. Sometimes when she walks, she's almost like holding it up more. And like bees will, sometimes it's good to just look at the overall hive and see if you see bees kind of like a bee cutting a path.
Yeah. And what about marking the queen as opposed to not marking it? What do you think?
I think it can be good, especially for first-time beekeepers, to have a marked queen. I think that the process of marking the queen and like clipping her wing, not the queen's favorite thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like I would rather people get used to spotting their queen. I think that that's a better skill. Or, I mean, to not necessarily focus so much on that, because it's better to see eggs.
And this is capped brood. It sticks out like a bulb.
That papery covering, yeah, is capped, and then when it has a waxy-looking covering, that'll be honey.
Oh yeah, and there's a hole here that they can cross it over in between.
They do that sometimes. Yeah, especially when they reattach, they'll just like leave a little opening for themselves. They also do that in winter. That's how they'll get from comb to comb in winter.
Do they they'll eat it away? Or,
Yeah, they'll eat it away and then move it over. Oh yeah, I shoot a water feature out here soon.
How close would you put the water feature to the hive?
Oh, pretty close. I mean, I've done it before where I just have it like right on top of the same wood, the stone thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just put it right on there. That's fine. They don't need to go foraging for it. It's good to just have it close if they need to drink. You okay?
Yep.
So someone's just gonna just walk away for a minute. They maintain like a boundary, so that one's tracking you right now. So if you just walk away a little bit, it'll lose its interest. Like it's like it didn't regard you as a threat. It's just not sure about you, right? So then it's like I prefer that to just like again wearing the veil. It's really hot. If I'm doing a lot of stuff with bees, then I'll put it on. But
all right, so the bees left me alone. So you haven't cut this yet?
I haven't cut that side. Nope. I have you do that.
Does it's kind of like
Here, don't blow with them because they don't like CO2.
all right. Bees in my face.
So whenever you're thinking about blowing at a bee, think of bears. Bears get stung in the nose
Oh,
because they can't sting through the hair, so they follow the trail of CO2 to the face.
Okay. Lots of nectar here, and then that papery covering. You said is capped honey, or
This is capped honey. That's waxy. Here, flip it around so you can see better in the light. You can see the difference between brood and wax. Alright, so it is kind of a waxy covering. You know, it matches the color of the wax, but over here it's papery and the color will change.
oh, okay. So it's like
It's
textured.
almost, think of it, this one tends to look, when it's brewed, there's going to be a distinct circle. You'll see a circle in the pattern. Wax, it actually looks almost like it's melting across the top of it.
Okay.
There isn't, the distinct combs are not as obvious.
Yeah.
Where with brewed it is.
Okay, then I can remove some from above where I cut. It might not be very level. I could probably check it again.
It's not the level, it's that they're building, I guess they built from around the first bar that you put in out. They're almost building it like it's a center. And like the front isn't as built up as the center.
Yeah. All right. So the bees are getting a little ornery, so we're gonna go put our veils on soon. We're gonna put veils on.
And I have a no stings to the face policy before work, so stop blowing.
Yes, I always want to blow.
It's that instinct too. Once you get over blowing at them, like if anything, think of
That just fell.
Oh, it sure did. Okay.
That big chunk.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was pretty heavy.
Yeah. I mean, we can repair that one as well. Put that one back up there as well, or we can just do what we're gonna do with the rest of them and let them forage it.
Yeah.
So.
Holy smokes, this is heavy.
Yeah, honey is super heavy.
Super drippy.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to repair this.
I mean, that's okay if we can't. We'll just put it in there. They'll get the honey out of it. It's unfortunate because there's brood on there.
Yeah.
Actually, if you look at the other side, you'll probably be able to see some of the larvae. Like look at it from the side view. In there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you see them?
Yep, I see larvae. You can see the white larvae in there. Want some honey?
Yeah, I do. Right after I put the veil on. Okay, so try to get some of the bee bread in that bite.
Like that yellow
Yeah,
stuff?
it's amazing.
Oh, I just want to put my fingers in my mouth. So you just pop this whole thing in your mouth?
Yep.
Honeycomb. And bee bread.
So good.
Oh my goodness. All right, back to work.
All right. So we're gonna do with that piece what we did with the rest. We just put it in the back of the hive for them to forage all the stuff out of.
Okay.
We'll put that
Wow,
one back
look
in.
at that. They're very concerned about the larvae there.
Yeah, they're not gonna be happy about that. They're gonna end up having to remove those. But it is what it is at this point. It's better for them to build this new piece. I mean, we could try attaching that one back on, but this comb is already such a hot mess. So we're gonna lift up like this. Okay, get out of there. And do little bees to get out of there so I can do my trick. Alright, so if I'm on this side and you're on that side, I'm now to move the side here. And then you can see how they're attached.
Oh yeah. Bar 6 is.
Okay. What about these two? Would these two be the easiest ones to separate first?
This, yeah, there's less comb on this one.
Okay. So we'll do those guys first. Even they're not the next in order. So we'll put this one back in order, and then we'll know that we're pulling from this